temperature is electric as Halifax welcomes the PWHL Takeover Tour presented by DoorDash.
Jenner wins it for the Charge to get things going. Savalainen and LaRock have been a strong defensive pairing so far for Ottawa. And the Road Whites, as they are the visiting team here. Stop Savalainen. Takes a big hit from Boston captain Megan Keller.
Megan Keller, what a season she's having. Starts it off with a huge hit.
She's off to the bench though. Newhook plays it to the near corner as the Fleet bring it into the Ottawa zone. Ahola watching. First goaltender from Finland to play in the PWHL. She will be heading to Italy in just a few weeks for the Olympics. Susanna Tapany works it over to Alina Mueller. Shot blocked as Peyton Hemp steers Tapany to the end wall. Emily Clark, who got her first goal of the season 2 games ago, of course. Out with a wrist injury during the finals last year.
She was so good in the playoffs last year.
Tapany to the point. Markowski keeps it in. Now Peyton Hemp drops it back for Gilday. There's the shot and the first save. Riley back in the lineup for the Charge. Puck goes into the Boston zone. It's played by McMahon as she slices through 2 Fleet D. Haley Wynn and Keller racking up the minutes in the PWHL, but they can play them. Grant trying to chip it into the neutral zone. Ella Huber can't find the room along the near wall. Now Anna Meixna. She scored last game. She throws it high into the netting. Reva helped, I'm going to say, helped the Charge. Friday, of course, very little rest. They're playing 3 games in 5 days, but Boston also playing this week.
Well, it's the reason Gwyneth Phillips isn't even on the bench today is they decided with the amount of games they have, they're going to completely rest her.
Fleet setting up from distance that time. Bragman sends it down. Daniela Peshova.
Savalainen does a nice job in front of the net. She's clearing the house. She clears it out.
Bragman. Dump it and go for the change, and Ahola covers the puck. Boston comes away with it in the Ottawa zone, and they score! It's a shot from Hadley Hartman at the point, but Susanna Tapany gets the tip in.
Well, Tapany with the tap, I think. This is one of those ones where, as a goaltender, that's a tough one to take. You're just getting started in this game, but you never know when you throw pucks on net what's going to happen. Of course, the face-off win, you get it out to the point, traffic to the net, throw it to net. Looks like this one goes off of Tapany's knee, so doesn't get a stick on it, but gets a body part on it. The big part of this goal, though, is that you've got 2 players who are getting to the net. You get to the net, get pucks to the net, good things are going to happen.
4th goal of the season for Susanna Tapany, now up to 8 points, and how about a 5-game point streak for this incredible Finnish forward.
It's been all about the Finns so far in this game, hasn't it?
And in just a moment, we'll actually tell you a bit more about how good Tapany is on neutral ice. She just racks up those points in takeover tour games.
She seems to be a player that likes the big moment.
No. Jenner to the Ottawa zone. The shake-off. Jamie Lee Rattray. Rattray with a beautiful goal last game as Maloney turns and fires. Keller far side. Now Wynn sends it down. Ahola close to the glove. In the circle. Grant steers it back. Backhand from Huber. Shirley to Peshova. Back again with Saskatoon forward. Bragman. It goes up high off the glass. Stays in play. Gilday looking to clear it out. Hemp. To chip it ahead, does get it back, but the Fleet in control.
On a good shift from the fourth line, what I would call the fourth line. Chris Barr says he doesn't number them. He's just got 4 lines.
And in the neutral zone, Mrazova through the legs.
There's the Mrazzle-dazzle. Doesn't pull it off, but you knew something's coming.
Mrazova has dazzled in a couple shootouts against the Fleet.
There's some players you know that they're going to try something. It's not just going to be a straight one-on-one. They're going to try and move. As a defender, you know you got to play the body on someone like Mrazova.
Stretch feed as Vanuza Katarova makes her way into the zone. And on the chase, though, is Saunier. Hartmetz, who picked up her 2nd assist of the season on that Tapani goal. New hook, puts it in. Katarova over to Savalainen.
And there's Savalainen jumping up into the rush. So one of the defenders on this team, we said before, that is not afraid to jump in. She activates, gets up, and gets in on the forecheck.
Win to Mueller. Mueller nearly loses the puck, but Schaaf's all in on the chase. Not enough, though, as the Charge get to work. Looks at the zone.
And there's just a simple breakout. D-to-D, quick support from your center.
Vasco, she'll go off. Now the Fleet will look to get going. Mobley makes a bit of a spill in the neutral zone, but Maloney takes care of business down deep. Center round for Mobley once more with 3 goals already in this season.
I've seen some great performances from rookies in this league so far.
That's 3 goals in 6 games, by the way, for number 15. Power forward, natural goal scorer, says Chris Spar. Rattray looking back. Has Maloney and a quick shot from Peshova. Bregman once more setting up her team as Grant is in the zone, but out come the Charge, or not quite, as Huber had a good stick. Jenner over, and Wozniewicz scored her first PWHL goal as the overtime game winner in Chicago. Leslie off the pad, and oh my, Hobson was looking for that rebound.
I'll tell you what, there was intent on that shot. She was passing that off the pad. They didn't quite connect on it, but it's just a smart shot when you don't think you're going to beat the goaltender clean. Nice little bank off the pad for a beauty rebound.
And they've had success in recent games off that type of play. Rylan McKinnon gets a touch. She's in for Zoe Boyd, who has been sidelined due to illness today.
That's too bad for the Fleet. I've loved her game so far this season. She's hit about everything that moves.
And I'm sure she'd love to play her former team as well. They're in Halifax. Face-off wins have helped for Ottawa as they stay in the zone. Larocque in the half wall, chased by Saunier. And back down for Clark. Well, the play forced to the outside right now. Hartmetz got a stick on it for the Fleet. Out comes Larocque. Pops it up high.
There's the savvy veteran. She was not shooting that puck till she had someone net front, so she was waiting it out. Doesn't quite get it on net.
Watch McMahon from hustle across ice. Ahala leaves it there. Larocque keeps Tapani at bay. That was Tapani's 5th goal in a takeover tour game. So impressive. Number 77. Win to Keller. The rookie looking for a lane. Goes to the far corner.
Those two have been impressive together all season.
Instant chemistry.
Well, and Haley Wynn, just the way she moves, and you watch the two of them move along that offensive blue line. They use each other. They can find space because of their edge work. It's been impressive, and maybe the best duo in the league.
Hughes to Katarova now for Hobson in the slot. She's wide, where she had to corral the puck.
Nice patience, allow Boston to get their change in.
They stretch it ahead for Rattray. Pops it in first, but just as quick, the Fleet coming in waves. Bragman puts it over for Peshava. While Hobson lays a hit, Gilday just to shake off Mobley. Hobson off the far wall. It's picked up at the blue line by Brandt. Helped out from Vasco. And they've got numbers. Could have been on 3-on-2. Peshava having that option. And now Shohina at a wall in front of the wall. Franco able to block that.
Well played 3-on-2. Peshava. Ottawa just really couldn't make anything of it. Good pressure. When you recognize you can pressure and kill the play, and Peshava does just that.
Jenner has been so electric in this 5-game run. However, the only game she did not earn a point in was the one against Boston. Nevich sends it over for Larocque off the boards, but Keller just as quick. Her pass and down she goes. We'll have our first power play of the game as a tripping call gives Ottawa a chance on the player advantage. When we return, a chance to even the score in Halifax, but it's all Susanna Tapany to get things started in the Maritimes. Right now on the power play is Ottawa, and they have the best in the league right now. They look to even the score. Gilday at the point. Jenner loses it as Boston tries to jump, and of course it's Haley Wynn in the penalty box. That means they were down a defender for that. And then no escape rule. Clark in with speed, looking for the middle. Frankel thought she had it as Hughes flies in. Keller calling for some help as Saunier is there. Power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel. Paper towel, power through tough messes, and so much more. Riley Bragman carry it out herself. Looking ahead for Maloney.
Maloney's thinking offense on that. If that pass had been on, she might have been in on her own.
Looking for a jailbreak in the PWHL. If you score a shorthanded goal, it ends the power play for the other team. Of course, you get that goal. 9 minutes remaining in the first period. Patience from Razova. Ottawa 0 for 3 against Boston so far. Just that one game play. They'll meet 4 times in the regular season. Tapany trying to shovel it out. But here come the charge. Larocque in the glove of Frankel. 42 seconds remaining on this power play for the charge. Boston taking control from the draw. Sheppers clears it all the way down. Ahola.
Now, face-offs are critical at any point in the game, but so crucial on your power play. You get the win, you can get that easy automatic setup.
22 seconds remaining. Razova brings it in. Katarova. Onto Wisniewicz. And now Larocque at the point. Their plan is to move themselves down the puck. Katarova! Good work. The body's in front. Now 3 seconds remaining as Wynn will jump in. Just 2 shots on that power play. We're back to even strength. It's under 8 minutes now remaining in the first period. Sheppers over to Wynn this time.
Gilday just trying to take the right angle to get the icing call, but line person's not falling for it.
And now the fleet. Bragman patient before the shot. There goes her teammate in the near corner. Shopsall back on her skates. They play it back to Bragman across quick this time. A bit of a snap to it is Mia Biati. Biati, another chance. Ahola covers.
Sandy Ahola with her second start for the Ottawa Charge, and a good matchup here today because you're looking at, in all likelihood, Finland's #1 goaltender. Of course, at the other end of the ice, you're looking at, in all likelihood, Team USA's #1 starter. So maybe a goaltending preview of what's to come in February, Daniela.
Oh, there's so much familiarity as this league just keeps growing and expanding worldwide. Peshava gets in front of Markowski. As Huber sends it around, has the support from Shirley. Peshova once more. She rips it. Quick play by McMahon off the boards, finds Katarova. Has Hughes in the slot. A little hot on the pass. Ottawa stays in the zone. Katarova on the doorstep, batting at it. But it is a sea of Fleet players that help out. Morazova and Maloney at the dot. Maloney wins it. McKinnon. Ahead, it goes through the neutral zone and back down. Hobson looking back. All kinds of action from behind the goal line, but it comes out with Ottawa. Clark. Another chance here for the charge. Send it into the zone. Clark getting ahead, laying a hit. Razova in the neutral zone takes care of that. Rock to Clark. It just floats by.
Just not quite the bounce she was anticipating. Ottawa really looking to quick transition through the neutral zone. Something Boston was well aware of. They know they need to get numbers back because the puck's coming north really fast.
Both these teams very familiar now with playing on neutral ice and big stages like this. Different story than when they first met in the first ever inaugural takeover tour game in Detroit. As Newhook walks in. The big stop from Ahola.
Another rookie with a great start to the year, but you can't get the finish on that one. Can't get the finish past the finish.
Clark flips it ahead. Leslie staying in step with Keller, now loose to the far corner. This one quick, but Wynn sends it down. Bragman looking for Mueller. Tapani with a goal already. Oh my, as Shopsall sits down. Sepalainen.
She's a beast in front of the net.
Mueller under pressure. Finds room anyhow. Tapani. No fire on that one-timer. That would have been dangerous.
Ottawa get a little mixed up in their defensive coverage and look like they're playing a little bit of man-on-man in the D zone, and someone gets picked and they walk to the net, so you may want to be aware of that.
Boston team, a fun one to watch. A team that in the first year of the league sort of was plagued by the scoring, like having a bit of a scoring slump, and just been on fire here.
Well, it's the forecheck right now. They reload high, so every time Ottawa tries to bump the puck off the wall, someone's coming down on them. They de-pinch aggressively.
Hartmetz, who assisted earlier, Meixner with a good stick to send it back in the neutral zone.
Meixner just took a penalty there.
So a penalty on the way. It'll give Boston their first power play of the game. So when we return, Boston looking to extend their lead with 3:47 left. They'll head on the power play next.
Meixner on the penalty box, by the way, back to the game, but that t-shirt, Carla should sell those. Stand in line for one.
And freaking Murray, but right now, as mentioned, they are shorthanded. Boston on this Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel power play, and they've also had a great start so far on the player advantage. 6 for 29 and over 20%. Ahola with the stop off the post. It's waved off. There's the whistle.
Oh wow. I'm not sure how they kept that out. Newhook is right there. She's had a couple of really good chances this game.
Win. Traffic now in the corner. Keller with 3 power play goals already this season. She'll set up shop. As in comes Mobley off the bench. Boston stays in the zone. Keller on the far side, and it skips just wide. The Rock making a diving play to get that puck out. And how about this for Boston? Overall, through 2 seasons, they've only scored twice on the power play against Ottawa.
I think things are a little different now when they've got Haley Wynn back there quarterbacking. Megan Keller can stand off the flank and just rip shots.
Huber takes her around. Yeah, coming into this one 0 for 3 against the Charge. Just that one game. Bregman gets it back. This time to Rattray, and what a block from the rookie Hemp.
She's a workhorse. You don't see her get out work too often. Peyton Hemp, that's a nice block.
Absorbs that. Bregman again setting up. This time the pass picked off by Wisniewicz as Mobley was looking to send a cross ice for Rattray, short-handed. Wisniewicz will take the shot. 25 seconds remaining. This Boston power play. Rattray draws the charge over the near side. Sheppers, deceptive. Wisniewicz
throwing the pressure. As soon as they recognize that the puck is along the wall, you can see that instant pressure. They threw 2 at the puck at one point to try to outnumber. That's the thing with the penalty kill, outnumber when you can.
Back to even strength and just 2 shots on that power play for Boston. A minute 40 remaining in the opening frame. Charge looking for their first in Halifax. Boston with a good win at the dot. Kept in by Savalainen. Mike Snow under the hash marks. Now comes Boston. Sheppers off the boards. Saunier, the far side, comes in. Sophie Shirley as well. It's the puck over Hartmetz. The hard rim, Larocque is there. Gives Boston time to send in a new layer. Becca Leslie. Pressured. Keeps the puck. The Shield drops it off for Clark. We're in the final minute of the first period. Hobson! The hard shot gets stopped in the slot. Keeps it in from the far side point. Leslie looking to fire it back into the middle as Mrazavo's watching on. Riley gets it ahead. Mrazova in with speed. Katerina Mrazova to drive the net. Back up to Hobson. 30 seconds remaining. One-timer by Riley. Fleet. We push it ahead for Mueller.
Get that line.
As now 15 seconds remain. Clark. The far corner, Mrazova in, the only charge player. A good stick by Markowski. We're in the final 5 seconds. Buzzing around Aaron Frankel's net. But it'll be the Boston Fleet who will head into the locker room with that 1-goal lead, courtesy of Susanna Tapani. Gets it off the wall. Larocque to Savalainen. Wide on the near side. Savalainen again. Blocked by Sheppers. Keep the puck deep. Larocque's pass to the middle. Sent back into the neutral zone. Leslie.
No!
Savalainen will shoot it to the far side instead for Clark to get on it. Off the boards. In comes Hemp. And patient for sharp angle shot. Clark's net front as well. First trying to shovel it ahead. Rory Gilday, who's been so terrific for the Charge, 5th overall pick, leading the Charge when it comes to rookies. And defense, a Schafzell shot gets steered into the netting. Goaltenders with 8 saves so far. Frankel and Ahola, first time matchup of those 2 goaltenders. Markowski sends it down. Hemp comes in with the hit. Not enough to stay in the zone. Hobson trying to work around Newhook. Saunier circles, heads off to the bench. Now Hobson on the move. Brings it in. Tapani closes the door. Schafzell really stripped of the puck, and in fact it is McMahon looks for who she can play it to. Thought Katarova was there. The Fleet. McMahon gets it back this time on the far side. the support from Hughes. Kataroga patient. Drops it off for the Rock. She has the room, drives the net off the pad. Another chance for Meiksna. The puck is alive. Mueller in the green sweaters. Over to Tapani, and out come the Fleet.
There's another Katarova. Nice play. She's got the patience to wait. She doesn't force pucks. She waits for Jocelyn the Rock. Gives her a little touch pass, and now the offense is going.
Good feed for Shohina. She stays on side. Over now for Meiksna. She's forced to send it around the end boards. A tough go for the Charge as Boston stays strong. Olivia Mobley brings it in. Throws it to the near side, and Rory Gilding trying to shovel it out. Vasco to Markowski. Deep in their own zone, though. Wozniewicz gets a piece of it. Been back on the puck. Keller sends it from left to right. Grant for help. Wozniewicz to the middle. Leslie's there. She's forced to backtrack. Pressure from Grant as the Fleet continue to stay strong, hovering around that blue line.
Well, there's no breaks with this Fleet team. They are on you fast.
Huber and Shirley. Shirley comes out with it. No shot, but it's in the slot. Leslie pulls away. The team going for a bit of a change. Riley is there, but staying down near the blue line. Jenner can't get deep enough. Hobson, another chance here for the captain. Trying to set up her pass. Taken away. Riley forced to reverse for Hobson. Saunier on it. Jenner off the glass. A good play from Peshava. Got a loose stick now in the Charge zone. Saunier loses an edge. Hobson retrieves, lays it back. Saunier fires, gets the post. Now Newhook turns and shoots. It's off the glass. Sheppers trying to get it to the point, and out comes Emily Clark. She loses the puck. Takes it back.
Heads up, heads up.
Over for Riley. Frankel catches, releases. And McMahon just bullies her way in. Hughes. McMahon shoots it in the glove. What a save for Frankel. Despite chances at both ends here in the second period, Fleet stayed with a 1-0 lead. And check out this save from Erin Frankel. Boston made it all the way to the PWHL finals, Multi Cup finals in the inaugural season. Missed out on playoffs last year. Right now, the Charge as well, just looking to continue stacking up wins and also, importantly, points in the standings. Keller.
You can't win a game. You want to try to get a point out of it.
Each game is worth 3, so a regulation win, you get all 3. Overtime, 2 points for the winner, 1 for the defeated side. The Rock looking for Hughes. Quick play from Tapani, but it's offside. Look at Tapani as she sat down there. She now has 7 career points against Ottawa, including 3 game-winning goals. She got 1 with Minnesota. Remember that when she was with Minnesota? It was the first ever trade in the PWHL. Rattray across.
Going back. Sophie Jakes was with Boston.
Never forget that happened in February of that first year. Kind of rattled some folks as the league had just gotten underway, but what a game for both sides in that trade.
You want to tell everyone you're a pro league, you start making some trades and some deals.
Rattray looking to pass it back. And turnover, Mrazova is it in herself. Clark is there. The shot goes behind the net. Mrazova to collect once more. Patience. Instead, it gets pulled away by Keller. Megan Keller, the second captain in the Fleet team history. Hillary Knight, the first, now captaining the Seattle Touring.
A couple of really smart dump-ins for Ottawa.
Hobson from distance. What a shot. Back to Riley. She'll fire that. Vasco got her stick on it.
A too much stick on it, I think. She almost stopped it in its tracks
Stop
instead of
that
giving
momentum.
instead of giving it a little touch, a little deflection.
Well, just over 9 minutes into this period, and Boston yet to get a shot on goal. Ottawa has 4. Fleet trying to get out of their own zone. The middle of the ice, Leslie is there. Pestered by Peshova. That was Nevich. Oh, and Ella Huber pulls away. Huber, the shot off the pad. Helped out from Jenner. She comes off the bench. LaRock gets it up ahead for Leslie. A nice play, but it's intercepted by Biotti. Over to Huber once more. Stays in the circle, forced to the outside. Savalainen, so calm and composed. The Finnish defender. Another chance for the Fleet as they put it on Ahola, who looks behind her, but the puck is stopped underneath. Adarova. They keep it along the wall. As Mueller sends it down quick. On the chase is Schaffsel. Boston. To extend this lead, Gilday. Around for Markowski.
There's the other area, is that they're pre-pinching Boston's D, so they're taking anything away on the wall.
Katarova's cross-ice pass for no one as they are forced to get back on side.
No.
Riley.
No.
Charge. Staying up high, but puck goes towards Ahola. She'll come out and play it. And it is just a day off for Gwyneth Phillips, who's the undisputed #1 starter for the Charge. I had a chance to watch her former team play against Dalhousie last night. Well known in these parts, and had the chance to call her on the national stage in U Sports. And she's an incredible goaltender as well. Yet to get some time for the Charge. They want Ahola in for the game here, as it is just a 1-goal game right now. Huber to Shirley. Hobson. Battling for the Charge. Now Riley. Savalainen. Check that. That's Emily Clark, rather. Emily Clark unable to drive the net, as is one of her strengths when it comes to scoring. Boston just taking away that option. Shohina.
When she's in on her own, you pretty much know that's what's going to happen, just like Mrazek is going to make a move.
And what about Vasco? She takes the angle. The Rock. Quick down to Vasco again, but just as quick are the Fleet.
Well, once again, just outnumbering the puck. They got 2 on it, and they got 1 in support, and out of the zone they go.
Newhook with all the time to skate in the zone. Saunier in the slot. We've got a penalty on the way as down goes Ahola. Newhook heads to the bench. Ottawa will head to the power play right now.
Well, this isn't a power play you want to give too many opportunities to. Ottawa's going to go back for their second.
So now possibly a chance to tie things up as they've had the edge on shots. And here's the moment as Ahola goes down. Ottawa on the player advantage next. Abby Newhook taking a seat in the penalty box. Ottawa with their second chance on the player advantage. Power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel Paper Towel. Jenner wins it to Gilday. Across for Hughes. Gilday. As Boston tries to jump onto the bench quick. Not quite as Hughes.
I think if you're coming out to block that Gilday shot, you thank your lucky stars when she misfires.
Yeah. It is so powerful. Fun to watch in warm-ups, and even better when it happens in the game. Clark around now for Hughes. Boston's been so effective at the penalty kill, though. Jenner! Going to float it in for Clark. On the point, Gilday, another chance here. Jenner sends it right back through the middle. Bounces out off the bodies. in charge, keeping Boston in their own zone right now. Jenner has Hughes. So re-enter with speed, but just out of reach, and it'll be offside. Just outside the Boston blue line. Larock to Katarova. Force it around, Frankel. Plays it. Back to the point, Larock. Finds Savalainen. Solid play from the Fleet, just chews up time. 7 seconds remain. 5 on 4, Mrazova. Caught up in the tangle below the goal line was Nevich. Battle from the end boards. Now comes Abby Newhook, so back to even strength. No shots on that power play. Ottawa now with just 2 shots on their 2 advantages. Nice feed from Maloney as they'll slow things down, get a change. Saunier up ahead, takes herself into the boards. Shirley squirts by, finds some space. Biati. Her feed disrupted, but still, Mueller. All the way back around, Ahola to play it. Shots just 12 to 11 as just under 5 minutes remaining in the middle frame.
Definitely a little lower event this period than it was in the first period.
Mueller, quick shot by Bragman. The Rock pressured by Rattray. Patience from Schaafsal, Biati from the near point. Back down, Rattray feeds it in. Oh my, Schaafsal with a nice shot. It just skims wide.
She had Ahola going the other way, so if that was on net, it was in.
Speaking of going the other way, Shohina fires, it's loose, and Frankel makes the stop. Right now, charge. Just over 4 minutes remaining in this period. They've been out shooting the Fleet ever so slightly here in this middle frame, but Keller works it up for Huber. Boston getting on the board early. Tapani, the goal scorer, out. It's the puck to Schaafsal. The blue line. And now a chance for Keller. She goes cross ice. Win. The quick passes. Just wide once more from the captain. Keeps the Fleet in the zone as a new wave comes on. Saunier. Gonna get in on that. Tapani with the touch off the skate of Leslie. Stays in the zone. Keller to win. Walks in.
What a shift for her. Twice she's pinched, kept play alive. Gets the shot on net.
Lesnevich in the slot. She goes down. Newhook comes out. Drops it back. Saunier patient. Her shot blocked. Hughes. They get it out of the zone this time. Kept in again by Newhook. He gets tangled up with Markowski. In a fast second period here. Hughes. Gonna work it around the wall. Rattray brought it into the slot. Pressed up against the near wall. McKinnon from distance. It's kept out. Oh my, is Mobley. Drives towards the net now. McKinnon. He set up the forwards down low. McMahon pressured. Loose puck comes out this time by Markowski. Rory Gilday still in the Ottawa zone as Huber aggressive. Down she goes, drawing the penalty, so the Boston Fleet will head on their second power play of the game.
Ottawa number 6, minor penalty, tripping.
Markowski in the penalty box, shots 13 aside right now as we head into the second power play, brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel. Paper towel, power through tough messes, second for the Fleet. Tapani Top circle fans. Sends it down, gets it back. Left circle over now for Wynn as she moves to the right. In the slot, in the glove instead as Ahola locked in. Wynn, the draw, over to Keller. Good pass for Tapani at the circle in the slot. Backhand off Mueller. Keller in control. Wynn looking at her options. Back to Tapani now. Great movement and a big save. A kick save, another from Ahola.
That's a nice tip.
And this power play unit in flow as it's off the post and kept out. It's absolute chaos right now as Ahola did get a piece of the save, but it was slowly making its way to the goal line.
Jocelyn Larocque had a hand in helping that one. Make sure that she popped it out to safety. Ahola's been saved by her post a couple of times, and nice sequence for Boston, starting with that tip from Alina Mueller.
So there's less time left in the period than there is on this power play, ever so slightly. So Ottawa will want to finish this strong shorthanded. 40 seconds remaining. Boston to add another to their tally. Out. Schaafsal blocked by Meixna. The two Austrian teammates playing on opposing PWHL teams. Huber brings it in. 17 seconds remaining. Looks back. Riley with her. Schaafsal trying to dig out. She's kept up along the boards by Hobson. Jenner as well in the mix for the charge. And that will do for the second period. And what a flurry of activity here in this Boston power play as Sonny Ahola able to keep it a one-goal game. Third period is underway. Boston is yet to win a takeover tour game in regulation. They dropped their last two. In the first three they won, did it all in extra time.
Mike Keller was about to step out in front of the net and thought wisely not to.
Thought better of that as Schaafsal thread it through for Wynn. Of course, they had some time remaining on that power play from the end of the second period, but back to even strength. And on the Ottawa zone. Wynn. Right from the blue line. Walks in. It's kicked out. Keller has Schaafsal. Working ahead for Rattray. Gilday keeps it away. Markowski. And there's that forecheck. Shea Maloney.
Just when you think they're not chasing behind the net and around they come.
This has been one of the many aspects as to why they've been such a strong team to start this season. And a team many maybe hadn't considered to be ruling the top of the leaderboard early on.
No, preseason prediction did not have them where they are right now.
Mobley to Peshova. The slot, a bit of a collision. Ahola turns that aside with a charge now. To break out, but just like that, Saunier is in. You know she wants to score here. Meanwhile, Sheffers throws that shot on Ahola.
I'm sure Halifax would love to see a few more goals in this one.
Get on their feet. McKinnon once more. Hartmetz sends it around. New hook. Takes it herself. Over now for Hartmetz. Ottawa finally finding some space out of their zone, but it's not enough. Hobson, a quick pass. Just like that, in Ottawa territory. Nice tilted early in the third period. McMahon, a good touch to Shohina. She loses it, and Huber brings it in. Shot. Ahola with the save. Not even a full 3 minutes minutes into this game or into this period, and Boston with 6 shots already. They've just been relentless. Johina. And it's offside. So Brandt and Jenner in the same circle. To the left of Ahola and Huber. Trying for a quick fire. Play broken up, but still in their own zone, and so quick to it is Brandt, looking to get it out for Shirley. Brandt flies in, oh my! Get it to Huber, net front, Huber down low. Boston in charge right now. Jenner.
Oh, there's the play.
I was going to say, she heard you.
Yeah, relieve the pressure at the very minimum. At least it's out of your zone, but maybe you can chase one of those down. I'd start flying a winger.
Wasnevich brought into the zone. We've got a power play for Ottawa coming up as it is delayed right now, and that's why there's the empty net. There's the touch.
Boston, number 20, minor penalty for roughing.
Katarova forced to rim it. Wasnevich takes down Keller. Razova floats it in. Katarova! Oh my, Haley Wynn coming in clutch. The rock to Katarova once more. Ottawa on the power play. Patience, Mrazova.
Keller with a great read. Mrazova was isolated. She was on her own. She had full possession, but she was on her own. Keller read that and pressured her. Now Boston's got the puck down the ice.
Just over a minute remaining here. 5-on-4. It's Leslie. Sends it all the way around. Hughes and Clark on the near side, but a great play by Maloney. Maloney, who is making some plays shorthanded on their last penalty kill. They'll do that all day. Emily Clark. Oh my, Hughes.
Scary, not scary.
Well, the crowd reacted. But this could be scary as Jill Saunier, thought she had it, was going to bring it in zone. Keller. Hobson off the bench. Time just winding down, those 17 seconds remaining on this power play. Ottawa unable to solve Frankel yet. Anna Meixna to Hobson in the circle, shoots. Deflects out, 3 seconds remaining. Mueller can't hold, and so Jenner, Meixna, but we are back to even strength. 2 shots, and Vasco fires it. It's deflected high.
Haley Wynn with the nice block.
And so Boston strong once more on the penalty kill. They're now 3 for 3 and hold on to that 1-goal lead. Kennedy, the Northern Super League, they had their inaugural season. Halifax showed up to support them as they have now for the PWHL. Wasnevich, a great turnover, has Jenner. They've got numbers. Jenner shoots and scores! The captain does it for the Charge to tie the game.
Oh my, she just keeps doing it. Honestly, I thought she was going to pass that puck. I think maybe Erin Frankel thought she was going to pass that puck. Now there's a quick transition through the neutral zone. Haven't seen a lot of that this period. Brianne Jenner, she's looking for the pass. She's got line mates driving the net. That puts a little bit of pressure on Frankel because she maybe is reading pass. And Brianne Jenner just snaps this one home. Look off, turn, shoot, and puts that one past the glove.
7th goal of the season for Brianne Jenner. She had 7 all last campaign, and that took her 28 games. It's a big one. She just picked up her first game winner of the season in Ottawa as Katarova comes in, looking to double the score.
Now Ottawa's got some energy off that goal. Another great scoring chance.
Well, after the power play chances, oh my, but watch out for Newhook. She is the team's leader for a reason, and has she ever been on fire? There was Nemec picking up a point. And that is now 3 straight games for Jenner scoring. A power play here now for the Boston Fleet to retake that lead. Neither side has been able to cash in on the power play yet. This is the 3rd chance on the player advantage for the Fleet. 6th of the game overall. Brought to you by Royale Paper Towel. 2 minutes for slashing for Manna McMahon as Mueller comes in with speed. Win back to Mueller. Taken to the near corner by Larocque. Newhook quick to find Tapani. Keller to the middle. Win. A quick touch from Mueller. Another chance for the captain. She sends it to Tapani. Win. Great movement. One-timer. Keller. That's her signature play.
That's why they got her off the flank. She's been deadly from there. She's got 3 power play goals this year already. Megan Keller leads the league in power play goals.
Ahola comes out to play it. Ottawa just able to tie the score here in Halifax. First goal in the first period from Tapani. Seconds remaining. 5-on-4. Bragman. And Hobson comes in, looks to keep Huber off the puck. Gives Mobley some space. Riley. It was Nemec along the near wall. Ottawa opportunistic as they have been outshot heavily, especially here in the 3rd period. Rattray to Huber. The players calling for it. Fragment and a one-timer that from Mobley. Another go around as Rattray gets the puck back, looks for the ankle. It's kept out. Popped way out instead. Another chance here for the rookie that time. Gloved by Ahola. One shot on that power play for the Fleet. So we've got another penalty on the way. Those 2 players getting tangled up. An interference call.
Boston number 44, minor penalty, interference.
So, from one power play to the other, this is the 4th player advantage now for Ottawa. Can they find a way to score? Gilday to Jenner. Cross-eye speed. Solid clear from Shirley.
Well, that's the pressure again. Ottawa did a nice job initially to get it out of pressure to get their setup, but if the puck movement's not quick, you know Boston's going to be right on you.
Jenner setting it up. Clark in the near corner. Win. Here comes Jenner and Clark. Hughes as well for support. And the white sweaters. Leslie hovering net front. There's the whistle as the board battle lingers a little too long. Inside Scotiabank Center. Larocque. Just over a minute left on this power play for the Charge. Both goals in this game scored at even strength.
Maloney gets out quick on the face-off to isolate Jocelyn Larocque, make it difficult for her to make a nice clean second pass.
Lead out shooting the Charge in this frame. 8-4. Katarova in fast. 44 seconds remaining. Mueller. They get the clear as the Fleet set up. Both teams effective on the penalty kill, but watch out Larocque. Quick touch from the wall as Mike Snow is trying to feed it. Gilday to control this one. 15 seconds remaining on the player advantage. Markowski kept to the outside. McKinnon.
She's in all alone. So you're You dump the puck in for Ottawa, you're in on the forecheck. She's got no reinforcements. That's where you need that second layer to come in. First person's just trying to get some separation on the puck. The second one's got to come in and pick up a loose puck.
Oh, Tapani has it. Defeated into the slot, just out of reach for Boston. We are back to even strength. No shots on that power play. So a combined 7 power plays in this game, 4 for Ottawa. Tapani, patient. Murphy taken away by Shohina. Hartmetz throws it down, has Tapani. Those two connected for the first goal. Back again to Hartmetz down Main Street. Rattray collects it. A nice move by Tapani. She jumps Hartmetz with the shot. Kuznevich has an assist in this game. Shohina flips it up and back behind the net of Frankel. Shots 27-17. Overall, Boston leading.
They had a good third period, despite the fact that they've given up the goals.
Watch out, they got numbers. Hughes was there. Hughes feeling a little tough as we have another penalty on the way. It'll give Ottawa another chance on the power play. Razova to Savalainen, so it's 6-on-5 right now. Ahola on the bench. Katarova. Hughes.
Ottawa has got to get this power play going and figure out how to adapt to the pressure that Boston is throwing at them.
The #1 power play in the league, and this is their 5th opportunity in this game alone. They were 0 for 3 against Boston in their first meeting, December 27th. They have scored 2 power play goals in takeover tour games against Boston. Let's see what they can do here. Jenner looking for Clark. Jenner goes down, takes a big hit. Leslie to Gilday. Just out of reach for Hughes. Gets a stick. Clark. Hughes from the hash marks. A nice play for Leslie. Over to Jenner. Just out of reach. Gilday. Patient shoots. There's the shot. From the rookie Rory. Leslie. Cross now for Jenner. Takes it in to the high slot. One-timer from Leslie. He's also been on fire lately. It's offside. Brock behind the net of Ahola. 45 seconds remaining on this power play. Kuznevich draws the feed her way. McKinnon in control to Peshova. She sends it the length of the ice. Now under 30 seconds.
Kuznevich just looking to use some speed to get in.
Razova to Savalainen. Savalainen dropping the shoulder, looking at her options. Back to Larocque. 15 seconds remaining. Katarova. Now from Razova. Another chance here for Larocque, but it's blocked in close by Scheppers. Fleet with a good stick, and a dangerous one as Tapani is ready to get out of the penalty box. No shots on that power play. So now 5 opportunities for Ottawa to get their first lead in this game. Mueller to Keller. Tapani, fresh from sitting for 2. Katarova lays it down. We're under 4.5 minutes here in regulation. Quick shot by Wynn. Points of any kind heavily benefit the Charge as it would elevate their position in the standings. Wynn to Keller. Keller patient up high.
Just pulls that puck back in and doesn't quite get it through. That's a dangerous shot. We've seen that from her a lot.
The Fleet so fast as Wynn finds Keller again. Tapani in the slot. And everyone is tripping over everybody.
Bodies are flying out here.
Katarova with a nice play through the legs.
Always creative. You can get the puck out of the zone. She's got a little creativity as to stick through the legs to chip it out.
Hobson. Now Brand flips it back in, forces forces the cover, and we'll have a face-off in the Ottawa zone. And so they've had many chances on the player advantage and still tied up one here in Halifax. Over to Bragman from the point. So we have 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining, but a penalty, another one in this game.
Ottawa number 8, minor penalty interference.
Fourth power play for the Fleet. Make that number 8 in this game. Brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel, paper towel. Power through those tough messes. Approaching the final 3 minutes in regulation. We're just stalled on the boards. Win. Brings it down for Tapani. Back to the point. Those options. Mueller's one-timer taken away by Savalainen. Once again, Finnish defender breaks things up. Larocque's stick getting caught behind her. Hemp and Larocque getting to work Savalainen as well. Quick play for the Fleet. Gets it back to Win. She surveys. Tapani from the circle. Puts it down. A nice play by Savalainen just to stall that effort. Block from Larocque. And Tapani, and now a little less movement here from this power play unit for the Fleet. Playing something a little different. Win. Passing lanes taken away by Master. There's the tip, but a big save for Sonny Ahola. The Halifax crowd wants it so badly. Special teams has certainly been the name of the game here, as neither side's been able to make them pay. Oh my, what a block, Savalainen.
Oh, there's your adjustment. Megan Keller's gone to the other side.
Yeah.
Switch back now.
New hook. Trying to get her feet in the corner. Win. Over to Keller. She'll try it from this side. Mueller! But a great stick from Larocque. McMahon looking to jump on it. A minute 40 remaining in the period. 19 seconds left here. 5 on 4 for Boston. Razova. Watch out for Tapani. He's collected game winners against the Ottawa Charge like Infinity Stones. Win, fans on it. Patience, Tapani to Mueller to Win as they shrink the zone. Out comes Riley. We're back to even strength. One shot on that power play for the Fleet. Approaching the final minute here in Halifax. Tapani, even while tangled up, able to get a stick on it. Here they come as both sides want this to end in 60. Clark off the skate, but then it finds the stick of Rattray.
Unintentional, nice pass to the middle of the ice.
Oh, Rattray dangerous, but she hands it off to Hemp. Keeps it away from Maloney. Hughes, and Rattray turns and fires. It's wide. It's getting Riley in front of the net. Oh, Shane Maloney. Now the crowd is on their feet. Quick play from Shepherds. There's a shot from Rattray, who looks to the sky after that one.
It was like slow motion. That puck trickled by the post. Shane Maloney could not quite get a stick on it.
10 seconds to go. Two teams that battle each other so closely. We'll hear the crowd count them down as we head to overtime in Halifax.
An Ottawa team that really struggled with extra time games in their first 2 seasons. They were 2 for 13 in the first 2 seasons. So far this year, 3 for 3.
This is the first ever overtime game for Sonny Ahola in the PWHL. For Boston, all their takeover tour game wins, 3 of them have all come in extra time. So this certainly plays into the Fleet's success, although the last meeting with Ottawa went into extra time as well. The Charge came away with a shootout win. Mueller to Win. Tapani patient, 4.5 minutes to go. If no goal in this 3-on-3, then we will head to a shootout. Win. Sends it back for Maloney. Possession key. When it comes to 3-on-3, so much open ice. Megan Keller with the moves. She's offside. Neutral zone draw. Gets Emily Clark on her horse. She tries to jump ahead. Riley. Rookie getting some overtime play. Clark comes in with a shot. Frankel with the stop. Mrazova and Tapany. Word from the official before the puck drops. Charge. Good in zone, but Markowski feed taken away, and that gives Boston room to get in with speed. Keller to Tapany. Tapany patient shoots. What a save from Ahola. Tapany has Mueller. Back to number 77. She retreats to enter with speed. Loses the puck. Off she goes for a change. The charge. Stretch feed for Mrazova. She stays patient. Savalainen. Sarah Wozniewicz scored the overtime game winner for the Charge in Chicago. That was their first takeover tour stop of the season. They've got two more just ahead. Wozniewicz, for her off, she takes it all the way around, tracked by Schaffsall. Shakes it off, loses an edge. We've got all the bodies to one side. Savalainen. First to redirect. Too close to the point, so
Doesn't like what she sees and takes it back. Retreat, get the line change.
she does get it. Jenner got Ottawa on the board. Coming in to put this one away, supported by Leslie Larocque. It's the pass ahead of Maloney. Jenner settles it. So we're in the final 2 minutes of this overtime period. Leslie's pass taken away. Patience from the Ottawa native. Who does she have? Mrazova back out. Larocque. They weave. Mrazova getting a jump on it. Slices through the D, but a minute 35 remaining. And all this time doesn't always bode well for a team in overtime. We've seen so many able to lose as the opponent capitalizes on a turnover. Markowski drives the net. Keeps the puck over to Mrazova. Watch Mueller.
Mrazova has been on for a while now, so maybe she's the player that wants to get off as they retreat. Markowski, Wozniewicz. We're in the final minute here of 3-on-3. Can they close it out before heading to a shootout? Wozniewicz would like that. A nice play from Tapany. In comes Hemp. Wozniewicz. Got two rookies out there for the Charge. Savalainen does it herself. Savalainen. Patient. Over to Jenner. Tapany's stick. Sends that puck into the netting. Jenner at the dot, 34.8 seconds remaining. This overtime period. Keller, the draw, putting on the speed, has numbers. 2-on-1 with Rattray. This is dangerous, and Savalainen can help out the Charge. The crowd at a frenzy here. Keller
takes it around
and went north quick.
Oh, Rebecca Leslie! Looking to end this here. 10 seconds remaining. Her pass across. Picked up by Larocque. The time is winding down. 4 seconds to go. Keller will just slap it as we will head to a shootout in Halifax. Boston will start. It'll be Haley Wynn. She scored on her first shootout attempt against Ottawa back on December 27th. Let's see what she can do in Halifax. And the slot just head on, and a big stop from Ahola. Vanusa Katarova, she's had 1 attempt so far. Here's her second in the league. As Frankel comes out to play, and she scores! Katarova is the first shootout goal.
And at an angle again, just opened up that blocker side. Little hesitation, so it looked like maybe she was going to go back to the glove. And snaps it home with the shot.
Hannah Brandt has the most shootout goals currently on this Fleet roster. She brings it in and finds the back of the net.
Same thing, different way. You see this a lot of times from righties, but they quite often will go up and over the glove. She goes low to the glove side.
In comes Jenner. He plays it. Patient. What a shot from the captain to find a way past Erin Frankel.
She stays hot. The shootout. The thing with Brianne Jenner is she really is unpredictable. Some shooters have a move they want to go to. She can go either side. She can go forehand shot. She can go backhand with the move. So as a goaltender, she's got a little bit more frozen.
Third shootout goal of her career as Alina Mueller comes in for the Fleet. Mueller has had a winner. Scored that one against New York. She goes wide. Brings it in off the pad of Ahola. Tied at 1 now. Mrazova knows how to score against Frankel. Scores again. Just has a touch in these shootouts.
It's the Mrazzle Dazzle, and I tell you what, I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, if I had to put money on this, she's not shooting, she's going to make a move first. She does. What a move, and then puts it right under the bar. That's a beautiful shot.
All right, it's a treat in Halifax for these fans. Boston. Rattray finds a way. A beautiful goal.
They're putting on a show of nice moves. Jamie Lee Rattray, who has been good all year, fake the shot, little hesitation, to the backhand and upstairs.
But Jenner gets another chance. As we mentioned, you can trot out your players more than once in these rounds. The captain comes in. No goal. Hannah Brandt.
Number 20, Hannah Brandt.
Comes in again here in the shootout. Taking it wide. A save here. Ends it. And Ottawa. Incredible. Their win streak continues. Now with 6 in the first ever for Sunny Ahola. Embraced by her team. Loved by the fans in Halifax for the show they've just put on inside Scotiabank Center. Goals by Susanna Tapany, and the equalizer from Brianne Jenner. A 31-save performance for Sunny Ahola's first win in the PWHL. Thanks for watching. Once again, our final score 2-1 in a shootout for the Ottawa Charge. For Becky Keller, Brianne Foley, our entire crew, and the PWHL, I am Daniela Ponticelli, signing off from Halifax.